We hustle, but the night we OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep well by my seat, boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep well by my.
Okay guys, welcome back. About to hit the gym. It's 14 days out. I'm gonna do chest today. I'm gonna take you through it just because of everything that's happened and with the injury and everything. I hit chest a little bit different. I tried to increase the weight weekly and hopefully gain back the strength, but there was no chance that I could gain back the strength without risking injury. So kind of felt it the last two sessions I had when I start pressing some exercises, flat bench, not flat bench, but machine flat bench. I could feel it, that it's kind of strange feeling inside the pec. So keep it very controlled and just force the blood into the muscle. Take you through it today, and like every other day, I got my pre and my post workout. Pre-workout is a high stimulant. I do actually 5150 with Rich Piana 5%, just because very high stimulant. I think it's 400 mgs of caffeine, and throughout the day I consume probably like 500-600 milligrams of caffeine, which is a lot and will elevate your stress levels. So when it comes closer, I kind of need to cut back a little bit when it comes to caffeine, at least, and artificial sweeteners and all that. Tend to hold some water in the abdominal area, so we'll see how that goes. Post workout, I still have a whey protein, and that will stay in probably until Wednesday, the week of the show, and we'll see how we'll look in next week. For today, I'm looking okay. I'm quite happy with the look, and it's not a lot changed on the weight or the scale, but I think like details are coming in places that I haven't seen before, so that's good. And the way I look at it, which I probably shouldn't, is like the poses that I win or think I'm gonna win. It's like my front double, very unlikely that anybody in my class gonna beat me there. Front lat spread is a good pose for me. Got big quads and wide back, so I think that is a good pose for me. Side chest, always been a good pose. And side triceps, very, very good. Most muscular also. So it is really only the two back poses because of the glutes and the hams that really can't, dial in probably. We'll see, because it's a little bit of chemistry coming in at the end, and to force the water out and bring in a little bit more detail. That is the plan. So we'll see. It's 14 days out now, so not a lot of time to do a lot of work, but we continue on this path, and been hovering around 99 kilos, doing about 200 grams of carbs each day, and fatigue now is at an all-time high. Every time I think I'm tired, next day seems to become a little bit harder, so I just push through now and see what happens. Hopefully I'll be happy with the results, but put in a lot of work, and more work I put in, the more I expect to get back. So that is one of the issues that I always have. Try to push so hard that I expect some miracle to just be around the corner, but it probably won't. Anyways, let's go to the gym and do some chest. Okay. So even though the weights ain't gonna be that impressive today or this prep, there's still things to learn and things to pick up when I'm training chest, because you know I had to reevaluate everything and you know try my best to keep the mass that I had in my chest. So doing some flies now, and the way I approach it is I don't want that big stretch just because it's so put a lot of stress on that tendon or that part of the muscle that I ripped. So most focused on the contraction. The way I do it at the end, I almost push forward. So try to clap my elbows together. Oh. So I push out and together and forward. That'll be a lot of sets, not any weights at all. It's like you see me do the entire stack and put weights on the stack. But now, you know, I get a pump with 35 kilos and I'm happy with that. So doing incline flies, and one of the things that actually can limit your range of motion is the bench itself. These benches are quite good, but I'm going to show you the exercise that I like to do to really open up and stretch the chest. So end up a little bit higher on the bench, and by doing this I can open up a lot bigger, expand my rib cage. So when it comes to the chest, what you need to remember is, in order to have a full stretch, you need to open up, stretch all the way behind. But in order to have a fully contracted muscle, you need to put your shoulders forward, then bring your arm across, then you have a fully shortened pec. So you can do that in a lot of different variations. And today we started with flies, you know, concentration work, what we call it, contracting the muscle as hard as we can. So one of the exercises I did very early on, when I was like 20 years old, I started doing this to connect with my upper chest. I stood like this for 10 sets every freaking chest workout. Couldn't feel anything the first probably year, but after that, you know, my upper chest started to pop, and you could see it, you know, the upper chest coming out of your t-shirt when you have a V-neck or something like that. To really understand that these exercises are the ones that you need to put the focus on to get that good upper chest. Of course, after you're connected with the chest and started pressing those heavy weights in the incline, you don't need a lot of these anymore, but in my situation it can be beneficial just because I can press those heavy weights, and you see the volume of my chest has gone down, so the size of my chest and my pecs has gone down. Really, you can even just stand like this, and this is just moving your shoulders back and forth the opposite direction as a shrug, really, because if you shrug you do like this, but now you bring weight forward and contract the pecs. This way you can connect with muscle. presses. It feels okay, so you can try a little bit more. I haven't pressed heavy in this machine ever because we just got it, so we can try like, yeah, switch the 10 with a 20 kilos and see what happens. Okay, so if you understand what I'm doing, I'm splitting up my workout. So in the stretch position, I'm using a lot less weight, and in a contracted position, you use the weight that you can. But in the presses, it's almost like when I'm doing legs, you can do a lot more in a leg press than a sissy squat. So this position makes me, go to a range of motion that's very limited. So I just work here and not overly stretching, no overly contracting, just working the muscle so I get a little bit of load on my chest. This is the heaviest I've gone on this machine, so by far. So we'll see how it happens. So, not very scary for my muscle. It's a very strong position for me. I keep my elbows a little bit in, just so I can control the weight with my triceps and the shoulders on top of my chest. So, very good. I'm gonna do 3 sets here and move on to another press. Oh. Okay, so that skin ripping chest pump doesn't really occur today. It's mostly my fault, because I need to talk between sets, and the way I structured my workout today wasn't the best. I think it's better to start with presses, but I'm gonna do sets until I feel my chest again. And my stamina or my energy throughout the workouts just fades straight away. So because without working out, you can't demand that storage of glycogen and ATP and creatine in the muscle. You need to go through a couple of workouts that's really demanding to demand more glycogen in the muscle. So that's why I fade so much throughout the workout. So just gonna need to hit chest a couple more times now before the show, and hopefully demand a little bit more glycogen uptake in the muscle so we can keep it full for the show. Last exercise, and this is one of the exercises that's uncomfortable. Still kind of feel it when I stretch up here. It's weird to explain. It just feels tight, not tight. Just feel tight, like the tendon has been stretched a little bit. You can see like it seems like it's stretched too, so just feel weird. And now I can't talk, so I'm gonna do this a little bit, then we can do a conditioning check again and see how I'm looking and how much that's left.
In tights.
2 weeks out, so see you in 2 minutes. Okay, so like I said, can do the conditioning check once more, so you can see how I'm looking. And like last time, it all depends on what you train. So when I train chest, my chest is a little bit bigger, like you see, compared to when I train shoulders. And like we ran through last time, from the front, I can't really say that I'm not happy, because you know, my quads, I trained quads yesterday and they're still like feathered, and you know, there's nothing to say about those really. And stomach is like just skin. So shouldn't be. So that's okay. When it comes to the back, you can see that it's getting looser. Glutes are coming in better, and you know, skin on the back is still there. And left side, you see, same thing here. Hams are okay, quads are good, calves are good. You know, it's just skin now. And really, you need to remember what I eat. Can't be not happy with the look right now. My legs are still very big, even though I do a lot of cardio. My chest is good. You know, I don't think a lot of people in my class can match the front, like I said. From the back, it's getting better. Everything is coming in nicely. One more week of pushing hard. Everything should be, you know, as I hoped. So I said it and I'm about to do it. So 4 weeks after tearing my chest and having surgery on it, I'm about to look the best I've ever done. So it's gonna be fun. So remember guys, subscribe, like, it does mean a lot. So I don't know when I'm gonna film again, but I think, you know, I count the hours now because I'm tired. So 14 days we're in Sweden, and the regional show is done. So it's gonna go fast, but need to be careful with everything I do. So I can't have any slip-ups now. But I'll see you next time. Bye.